is up, guys? EJ here, back with another video. And yes, 2 videos in one day. That's kind of amazing for me, since I didn't make a video for months, um, for a while there, and I don't usually do 2 videos in one day, but why not? It's the holidays and I've got nothing else to do. So yeah, this one is going to be my Blu-ray DVD update for December 27th. My Christmas haul. Actually, it's my haul for the past 6 or 7 months. The last DVD update video I did was back in late May, so it literally has been over 7 months since I've shown you any new Blu-rays or DVDs, and that's because up until now I haven't really gotten anything. But of course I got some stuff for Christmas, and a couple things I got earlier in the summer I just haven't shown you guys yet. So I wanted to combine them all in this Christmas haul Blu-ray update video. But before I do that, I want to say I hope everybody had a great Christmas and a happy holidays. Got my parents in town staying with us for a month, so I've been very busy with all that and just enjoying a few days off I've had this weekend before going back to work tomorrow. But yeah, so this is my Blu-ray DVD update. I've got 10 things to show you and 1 extra, actually 2 extra. 8 movies and 2 TV box sets, and a couple other things like I said. First thing, like I mentioned in my previous video, got a Star Wars The Force Awakens t-shirt for Christmas, which was a nice surprise. I wasn't expecting that, and it put me in a good mood for going to see the new Star Wars movie yesterday. But anyway, let's get on with it. So the first 2 things I'm going to talk about I actually got in the summer. My sister, she got married in July to my roommate as well. We all lived together, my brother-in-law, and they were very kind. They gave out gifts before the wedding to sort of everybody in the wedding party. I was part of the wedding party, and they gave me 2 Blu-rays. They know me well, and those were 2 TV box sets of 2 great shows. And the first one is Boardwalk Empire, the complete 5th season, the final season. Fantastic show, of course. Uniformly excellent from beginning to end. Boardwalk Empire, one of my favorite shows of the past 5 years. Steve Buscemi, awesome as Nucky Thompson. This sort of great story about a gangster on the New Jersey riverfront, waterfront, sorry, during Prohibition. Yeah, just a great show, great looking show, fantastic cast. Sort of in the same realm as The Sopranos, but of course set in the 20s. So lots of great costumes and settings, and interesting music and interesting characters. Yeah, Steve Buscemi was fantastic on the show. Always been a great actor, but he was excellent as Nucky Thompson. Kelly MacDonald was wonderful. Shea Wiggum, Stephen Graham. Gretchen Mol is as messed up as her character was. I loved her. Michael Shannon, awesome. Michael Stuhlbarg is Arnold Rothstein. The 5th season, shorter than the rest of the other seasons, because it was the final season. Not as good per se as the other 4, but still a terrific show. Great ending. I also like the inclusion of Patricia Arquette in this season. She was good as well. Yeah, Boardwalk Empire, just a fantastic show, and this completes my Blu-ray collection of the whole series. Okay, moving on. The other TV box set they got me was a show that doesn't need any introduction. That is Game of Thrones. This is the complete 4th season. Fantastic show. I absolutely love Game of Thrones, of course. Yeah, I mean, who doesn't love Game of Thrones? It's just such a great show. Sort of this, as I like to put it, Lord of the Rings with tits. That's how I would, but it's a lot more than that. It's a lot more sort of political and dramatic intrigue. Fantastic cast of characters set in this world of Westeros. Peter Dinklage, awesome. Lena Headey, just always fantastic. Always drinking wine. The way she talks down to everybody. Um, Charles Dance, fantastic as Tyrion. This season, of course, featured the Purple Wedding. Finally, some payback for all those people who were hurt over the first 3 seasons, watching all the heroes die in excruciating and painful ways. We got payback with King Joffrey and poor Jack Gleason. Apparently, he's a really great kid. But of course, he played one of the most horrible characters on TV. Yeah, just a superb cast from just great setting, great action scenes, just a fantastic show. Of course, I watched season 5 this past spring. Another sort of very interesting season. Yeah, the stuff north of the wall really sort of took off to a new level, especially with the that army and that whole stuff. I'll talk about that when I get season 5 if I ever do. But yeah, Game of Thrones season 4, had to add it to my Game of Thrones collection. Well, it was a present, it was a gift, but yes, it was next in my sequence of Game of Thrones that I was missing. And so big thanks to Yvette, my sister, and Nick, my roommate, my brother-in-law, her husband, for getting me this for their wedding. 2 great wedding gifts that I haven't talked about until now. So, moving on to the Blu-rays that I actually got for Christmas. The reason why I'm doing this video today and not, say, a couple days ago or yesterday is because the things that my mother ordered did not come until today. They came late in the mail, so they came this afternoon from Amazon. So let's get on with it. So all these movies are from 2014. Like I've said in previous videos, I haven't been buying stuff, and that's why I'm backed up to still getting stuff from 2014. That's why I didn't ask for any new movies from 2015 yet. So yes, these are movies that have been out a long time now, and to be honest, I'm gonna struggle to remember bits and pieces about most of them. But the first one is Begin Again, directed by the same director who directed Once, which is a lovely film about music. The song from that, Falling Slowly, won Best Oscar back in 2007-08. Yeah, I really enjoyed this. Great, another good movie about music. Mark Ruffalo is sort of a music executive for a struggling record label company, and Keira Knightley is living in New York with her boyfriend, played by Adam Levine, or Levine, whatever the hell it is, the guy from Maroon 5, and Keira Knightley's just sort of singing songs on the street and hooks up with this music producer, played by Mark Ruffalo. It's a really sweet movie, good music. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. I've never been a huge fan of Mark Ruffalo. Haley Steinfeld, good as well, who plays his daughter, I think. It's good supporting cast, people like James Corden, CeeLo Green, Catherine Keener, who I always like. But yeah, I really enjoyed this, Begin Again. Okay, up next we have Big Eyes, from director Tim Burton. Of course, big fan of Tim Burton's work over the years, most of it anyway. Yeah, really interesting, good, sort of lighthearted drama about a painter, well, 2 artists, Walter Keane, played by Christoph Waltz, who's great, and his wife, Amy Adams, and the sort of fraudulent stuff he sold people in the 1950s and 60s, these great paintings of these people with big eyes, big sort of black vacant eyes, and all the while it was his wife who was doing the painting, and he was a painter himself, but he took all the credit for her work, as these paintings became a lot more successful than his own work. She had a lot more talent than he did, and yeah, it's a really good fun movie about the struggle between her trying to get her work recognized, and while her scheming husband takes all the credit. Yeah, really good film, 2 great performances. by Christoph Waltz and Amy Adams. And like I said, Tim Burton, a very good director. I really enjoyed it. Big Eyes, probably in my top 15 or 20 of 2014. Okay, up next, we have Divergent, a film I did not love. Sort of one of these sci-fi teen comedy, not comedy, teen sci-fi movie franchises based on a best-selling book series. Of course, sort of latching on to the success of the Twilight franchise and the Hunger Games. Not nearly as good as those films. But I will say the reason I got this or asked for this is because I like the sequel, Insurgent. I liked it better than this. I was sort of, I thought this was average at best. It had a lot of problems, Divergent. But I really like Shailene Woodley a lot, and Miles Teller, who are both in this again. And Kate Winslet, of course, as the bad girl, this the leader of this futuristic sci-fi society where people are separated into 5 factions, sort of based on personality traits. And of course, Kate Winslet is trying to wipe out the Divergents, who sort of don't fit into the 5 categories of these people. And yeah, it's sort of revolutionary action sci-fi film, if you like, same as like Hunger Games, but not as good. But I liked Insurgent better, so I'll be getting that, and they're probably making a 3rd one. I don't know for sure, but I like Shailene Woodley as an actor. I have ever since I saw her in the Descendants. I've liked pretty much everything she's done since then. Yeah, Divergent. There you go. Okay, up next we have the Imitation Game, a really good dramatic war film. I believe it starts out in 1952 when the house of Alan Turing, played by Benedict Cumberbatch, gets burgled, and the police investigate and discover that he's a homosexual, and he gets arrested for it, for indecency, some sort of indecency law. Back in England in the 1950s, it was illegal to be gay, basically. But of course, this film is really about his efforts during World War II, along with a team of sort of mathematicians and cryptologists, featuring the likes of Keira Knightley and Matthew Good. Mark Strong is in this. Yeah, they're trying to break the unbreakable code of the German Enigma machine during the war. And World War II is, like I said before, probably in many videos, my favorite period in history. So anything to do with World War II, I'm always interested in watching, and Cumberbatch is a very good actor. Always liked Keira Knightley over the years. Yeah, really good film, The Imitation Game. Very good movie. One of the best of last year. Again, sort of in my top 15, I'd say, of 2014. Okay, up next, another film that was just missed out on my top 10 of 2014 is Nightcrawler. Fantastic performance by Jake Gyllenhaal in this movie as this sort of drifter in Los Angeles, looking for work, stumbles across the world of what would you call it, sort of criminal videography, guys shooting video of crimes that happen overnight in LA, and they sell the footage to news stations, sort of if it bleeds it leads, that kind of culture. But a really great creepy sort of driven performance by Jake Gyllenhaal in this, as he sort of takes it a little bit too far, sort of becomes part of the story in the videos he shoots. Rene Russo, terrific as the TV news producer who hires him to take on these assignments of basically following police scanners and ambulances and fire engines at night, looking for crimes that have been committed and taking video of it. Yeah, not for the faint of heart. Some seedy stuff in this movie. the kind of people I think that the paparazzi would even look down upon, if that's even possible. Nightcrawler was a terrific movie. I really liked, what's the name, Bill Paxton. He was good as sort of veteran of this world, and who would become Gyllenhaal's rival. Like I said, Renee Russo, always liked her over the years. And Jake Gyllenhaal, just a fantastic performance. Really good film, Nightcrawler. Okay, up next we have Selma. Yeah, very sort of straightforward, dramatic period of history, drama. What's the name? I'm going to mess it up. I'm going to look it up. David Oyelowo playing Martin Luther King Jr. Of course, this film is centered on the civil rights movement of the 1960s and the famous civil rights march from Selma to Montgomery, Alabama. Oprah Winfrey's in it. Tom Wilkinson. Yeah, good, solid film. Sort of straight by the numbers. Drama, but still a very good film. Selma, and a very good performance by Oyelowo. Yeah, good movie. Selma. Again, sort of in the top 20, top 15 of 2014 for me. Okay, up next, a film that was in my top 10, and when I do my top 10 list of 2014, I'll talk about it again. But it is The Theory of Everything. A really terrific Academy Award-winning performance by Eddie Redmayne as astrophysicist Stephen Hawking, and his relationship with his wife, played very nicely by Felicity Jones in this movie. Yeah, just a really great performances, two great performances, because it's really a lot about her struggle dealing with Hawking and his illness, and how she dealt with that over the years from their lives at Cambridge, and his work in the field of science and astrophysics, all that kind of stuff. Really interesting, and yeah, just a really good, solid, sweet film about two interesting people, one very interesting in particular, and two great performances by Redmayne and Felicity Jones. The Theory of Everything. Okay, last but not least, or almost last, we have X-Men: Days of Future Past. Now I gotta be honest, I remember I watched this probably back in see, sort of the end of 2014, whenever it came out on Netflix, and I really don't remember much about it. Um, I'd say I like First Class better. That's about all I can give you right now, to be honest. It's been over a year since I've seen this. I really didn't find it that memorable. Good cast, though. I've always liked James McAvoy, and Michael Fassbender's good. Jennifer Lawrence, of course, awesome. And we got some of Ian McKellen and Des Magneto and Patrick Stewart as Professor X. Hugh Jackman, of course, who cannot stay away from any X-Men movie, it seems like, which I have a big problem with, if you've seen my updates in the past. Yeah, X-Men, I mean, it was perfectly fine. I don't think it's on the level of the Avengers films, even like the second Captain America film, the Iron Man films. Yeah, I think I like First Class better from what I remember, but I really don't remember much about Days of Future Past. When I was getting ready to do this video, I'm like, I really don't remember this movie. But it's been on my list. I enjoyed it. I'll say that much, because it's a X-Men film, obviously. But yeah, that's about it. So those are the 10 Blu-rays. But I also have one other thing to show you. I gotta have a calendar each year, and I like my movie themed calendars. So I got a Hobbit 12-month wall calendar, if you like, the Hobbit motion picture trilogy, and yes, I do plan to get the Hobbit Battle of the Five Armies extended edition soon. So hopefully in the next month I'll have a new update. Like I said earlier, I want these updates to at least be monthly from now on, even though I still can't really afford it. So yeah, the Hobbit calendar, and another DVD update in a month or so. But yeah, those are my my Christmas haul Blu-rays. Let me know what you think of these films if you still remember them. And of course the 2 TV shows I talked about at the beginning. Yeah, thank you for watching as always, and until next time, see ya.
Bond. James Bond.